What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from Post Rock Promo. I'm here with Captive Frame from Sarasota, Florida. How's it going, guys?
Good. Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Of course, really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So when and how did you guys form?
Captive Frame started as an idea that I had around late 2019, like pre-pandemic days. I really wanted to get a shoegaze band going. I had been playing in various other like metal projects over the years. We had a brief shoegaze project, Mindy and I, back in 2014, and we kind of just wanted to continue off of that. So the pandemic hit, so that kind of really put the kibosh in any of our plans. So we decided to move down to Florida. And just so happens that one of my oldest friends from back home that I grew up with, one of the first people I ever started playing music with, lived in the next town over. So we contacted each other and we just started jamming and recording, and the music kind of just came to be. We wrote our whole entire album in 2 months. Everything just came together really smooth, and that's pretty much how it all came to be.
It was a musical summer.
Yeah, very, very busy musical summer.
That's really cool. So you guys released There's Always a Dawn. How's it a couple days ago? How's the response been?
It's been pretty
Really good.
surprising. We've had a lot of hits, a lot of streams. We're on Spotify, Apple Music. We run our own Bandcamp page. The response has been great. We've been getting rave reviews from everybody who's downloaded it. People are telling us what their favorite tracks are. We've had quite a bit of sales.
A lot of airplay.
A lot of airplay on DKFM and some other radio stations have been picking it up and playing it. A lot of internet shows.
A lot of blogs, especially from like Italy and stuff like that.
Yeah, just places from all over the world have just been absolutely loving us, putting us on like their favorite album lists of the year, and just really overwhelming and surprising to us that people really,
it's humbling.
Yeah, it's really humbling. People actually really like what we're doing. It makes us feel really good to put it out, because this is really personal music to us. You know, it's like the whole album is pretty much our journey from the north to here, and just about life and
Healing from loss.
Healing, and you know, just hearing that other people can relate to it feels really good. So the response has been very good.
That's awesome. So who do you guys record it with, and how's the process?
We record with my friend Guy. We record in Northport, Florida at Circuit Rider Studios, which is Guy's studio. Our recording process, usually I'll go over there, I'll have a riff, or a Guy will have something like a bass line or a guitar riff, and we'll get that going. I'll have an idea for a song, like a lyric or something. I'll start to record it, and it kind of just all comes together. We'll throw the vocals on after, and then we'll kind of just edit it and see where it goes. And we usually have a few different mixes before we decide on what we like. But the process is pretty streamlined. I mean, we usually bang out a song or two in one session. We're usually really happy with the result. We don't really like rush it, but if we all agree it sounds good, we'll go test it in different like in the car. We do the car test. If it sounds good in there. iPad, you know, we'll play it on our crappy phone speakers. I'll listen to it in headphones, and then we'll all just kind of come together and be like, yeah, that sounds good. Let's put that out.
Very cool. So you guys are from Sarasota. How's the music scene there? Do you guys have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
We haven't ventured much into the scene yet. There are some really good Florida bands. We have a lot of friends up in Tampa, and like the punk scene, like indie rock scenes and stuff like that. Our friend Richard plays in a band called the Abortion Twins. They're an awesome punk band. So most of the venues and stuff are about an hour and a half north of us, like Tampa area, Ybor City. Sarasota, there's a few clubs we haven't really been to yet. We haven't
gotten to venture out yet.
Yeah, we've been kind of just still isolated from the pandemic, but now that things seem to kind of be chilling out, we're going to start venturing out more and kind of seeing who's out there. We've made some friends in the area, local to the area, through our music that have found us, and they're kind of going to take us by the hand and show us around and see where that goes. So
that's really cool. So who are your biggest influences?
Oh man, mine, for Captive Frame for me, a lot of my influences are from like post-punk, goth music, and like a lot of the classic shoegazing bands. Like
Slow Dive,
Slow Dive, Susie and the Banshees is like my all-time favorite band.
Cocteau Twins.
Sisters of Mercy, Catherine Wheel, and Lush are probably my
Yep.
two biggest influences.
My Bloody Valentine, Stone Roses.
Yeah, like Catherine Wheel and Lush are probably my two biggest influences in terms of sound and tone for this project. A little bit of Slow Dive, like Mindy had mentioned. There's a lot of newer bands out there. Terra Pines from Australia. Some of their stuff is really ingrained itself into me. It's in terms of like the heavier songs that we have. They do more of like a grunge gaze kind of thing, which I really like.
And newer stuff like Chrissy, like Whimsical and Churchill Garden, and a lot of just really different, cool, obscure bands we keep hearing through that network, and just trying to stay relevant. And there's a lot of cool music I keep hearing that I've never heard before, so I just keep kind of doing that, but also mixing it in with the classics, and once in a while throw on a metal album. It is what it is.
I grew up in the MTV generation, so I used to stay up every Sunday night watching 120 Minutes, and that's where I actually discovered a lot of these bands like Slow Dive and My Bloody Valentine and like Sonic Youth, Soundgarden, all that kind of stuff. So
now you guys are speaking my language.
All right.
Right on.
That's awesome. So if you guys could tour with any of those bands, which one?
Oh man.
I would love to tour with Terra Pines. This band Crush from the UK. I would love to tour with them. There's a really cool band out of LA called Space Waves. I really like a lot. I would love to play some shows with them. Whimsical.
Yeah, Whimsical for sure.
Eep from El Paso, Texas. Rosie and them, they're so cool. I think we would all get along in a van together.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we gauge it. Who can you get along with in a van for more than 7 days and not want to kill each other?
Like we did the tour. We toured and went to New York City and played Brooklyn at the St. Vitus Club. We played in South Philly and all over New England. And yeah, you definitely learn that you got to be cool with the people you're in the van with, or it's not going to be a good time.
Yeah. And like some bigger bands I would probably like to open for, like play with. I would love to play with like Silver Sun Pickups and like probably definitely Slow Dive.
Yeah.
If the Catherine Wheel ever got back together, I'd love to open for them. Mickey Berenyi's new band, Peroshka. I would love to do a run with them too. I mean, there's so many bands I would be honored to play with when we finally get ourselves out there and get playing live.
Great choices.
Thank you.
So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you. I did this with the other bands I interviewed. Are you ready?
Sure.
Yep.
All right, first one. Favorite subject in school?
Science.
I was more of the hanging out in the bathroom smoking butts kind of guy. No, but seriously, my favorite subject was probably either social studies or English.
Nice. Yeah, I was a big English and history guy. As far as science goes, it really depended on the type of science it was. Like environmental science, I wasn't super crazy about, but when it came to like learning about the stars and the planets, I was all about that.
Oh yeah. Astronomy. I love biology. I love actually coming to Florida. The ecology here and just all the wildlife has been so fantastic. And like growing up, coming here, seeing all the manatees, and actually it's pushing me to get involved in like the Clean Water Initiative and like conservation efforts, because it just makes you so angry that the world is going to crap. And I actually went to art school and studied in Europe, and so history and theology are huge for me as well.
That's really cool. I'm jealous.
Oh,
so am I.
Right?
Where in Europe did you study?
I did a semester in Italy, France, and England. And like I went to Rome, I did the Vatican, I went to Pompeii, Florence, Venice. We did Paris, and we did London. I got to go to Camden Town, North London, see, where punk started. And basically we called it the Art History Death March, and went to all the biggest museums in the world. And well, if you're going to study that stuff, you need to see it, to be able to have a true educated opinion on it. So that's how I decided to finish out my education.
Absolutely. That's a lot of history that you saw.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. You stand in the Palace of Versailles and think about who stood there in that room, and it's really amazing.
You get goosebumps.
Absolutely. It changes your mind about everything. It really enhances your perspective, and that worldview is so important to keeping, nasty politics out of your music and friendships and actually knowing stuff. I mean,
Absolutely. What's the best vacation that you guys have been on?
Before we moved to Florida, we vacationed down here. We absolutely loved it. We did the whole tourist thing. We went through the Everglades, rode on the big fan boats, face to face with alligators and crocodiles, that kind of thing. That was really cool. We've done some vacations up in the mountains of New Hampshire, which are absolutely breathtaking and gorgeous.
in Maine, going up
Maine,
there to the
yeah.
mountains and
Going up to the rivers and the lakes up in Maine, spending some time up there in the lakes region of New Hampshire. Actually, our honeymoon we spent at the world's largest arcade, which was really cool. That was probably one of my favorite trips that we took.
Yeah, and it's in the New Hampshire mountainy area. And then we did a lot of trips in Maine on the coast and the staycation sort of thing.
Very cool. So if you had $1 million and you could donate it to any charity, which one?
Oh, I'm really into animal help, but I'm also into survivors. And I've personally done a lot of charity work for battered women, donating time to help design flyers to fundraise, and a lot of hungry children, the homeless. We actually have done a lot of that kind of work. I would split it up amongst a few, actually.
Yeah, I would definitely donate to suicide prevention and drug treatment programs.
Yeah,
that kind
definitely.
of things. I've known way too many people that have taken their own lives, whether accidentally or on purpose, and those are some organizations I really believe in that can really help people. So anything like that, I would absolutely donate millions of dollars to in a heartbeat.
That's awesome. So if you guys were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you want to have with you?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Definitely my guitar, my Jaguar. I would need that.
I would need my dog. That would be important. And definitely an umbrella so I wouldn't get sunburned. And probably a water purifier.
Yeah, she's the smart one. She's going to survival items. I'm going to the stuff that'll keep me sane.
So you need chocolate.
Yeah, my guitar. I don't know, a stack of good books and
your Walking Dead comics.
Yeah, my comic collection probably. No. Probably
Scrabble.
Yeah, Scrabble.
The tile lock kind.
Yeah. So board games, books, and my guitar.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Last question. What are some places in Sarasota that visitors should check out?
The Ringling Museum for sure. They have the Ringling Brothers house and the actual museum of some of the works and artifacts. Siesta Key is absolutely gorgeous. The whole beachfront there is amazing. And then Munchies 420 Cafe, which they've had, what is it, Man vs. Food?
Yeah, Man vs. Food.
And they have these ridiculous sandwiches that would just blow your mind.
Yeah, they have food challenges and stuff like that. If you can finish this special sandwich, you get your own sandwich named after you and stuff like that. It's just a cool place.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Totally laid back. They have music out back. It's just a cool environment. Definitely a place for younger people to come hang out and experiment with some fun foods and that kind of thing. So.
And then there's just a lot of really cool small shops and just a really nice atmosphere to be in. We actually live in Port Charlotte, which is south of Sarasota, but we say Sarasota because everybody can identify with that. Nobody knows where Inglewood Beach or Port Charlotte is. So that's kind of it's like saying Portland, Maine, but I'm really from Saco kind of thing.
We'll have to take me to all those places when I get down there.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah,
we'd be happy to host you.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun places in this area to go, like Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete, all really cool places to go.
Well, I'm thinking about going down to Florida the next couple of months. So Yeah,
Definitely hit us
Cool.
up.
Yeah, maybe we can meet up. I just got to figure out exactly where I want to go. It's getting cold up here, so now it's time for me to take a trip down south and warm up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, let me know what you're interested in, and maybe we can recommend some areas for you to visit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely think you'd like the Tampa area a lot. St. Pete, they
Yeah.
got a really cool, lot of good clubs up there, good music scenes.
Orlando too. Orlando's
Orlando too.
huge.
Yep, Orlando's got a great music scene out there. Some good bands from out there.
Definitely stay Central Florida, West Coast, because once you get east, it's a little different.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Pro tip.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on and chatting up a little bit. I really appreciate the support.
Well, thank you so much. It was our pleasure to talk to you, and we definitely look forward to becoming even better friends with you in the future.
Yeah, for sure. And thanks for your support too, man. You've done a lot of work for us too, and we've definitely noticed and appreciate it.
It means a lot.
It really does mean a lot to us. So thank you again.
Of course, anytime. It's what I love to do. It's my passion.
Awesome. Good. We need more people like you out there, man.
So for the people that are going to watch this later, where can they find you guys at?
You can go on Instagram, captive_frame. You can go on our Bandcamp, bandcamp.com, or captiveframe.bandcamp.com. We're on Facebook, Captive Frame.
Spotify, Amazon.
Yeah, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. We'll be on Pandora soon. We're all over YouTube.
Wherever DistroKid puts you.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're all over the place right now. It's pretty cool.
I can relate.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll chat soon.
Awesome. Yeah,
Sounds
stay
great.
in touch, man, please.
And happy holidays.
Right back at you. See you later.
Awesome. All right,
Bye.
see you,
Thank
bud.
you.
Thank you.